Imagine a world where silence speaks louder than words, where the quiet moments between sentences hold the keys to wisdom and inner peace. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. This powerful reminder from the ancient Stoic philosopher Pythagoras echoes through the ages, reminding us of the profound strength found in the art of speaking less. Today, we explore not just a habit, but a transformative choice that embodies deep wisdom and an unwavering inner strength. This is a journey into the heart of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us the value of restraint in speech and the courage to listen deeply. As we peel back the layers of this ancient wisdom, we'll discover how adopting Stoic principles can revolutionize our communication style, enrich our relationships, and lead us to a more thoughtful and intentional way of life. Join us as we dive into the silent waters of Stoicism, uncovering the 10 traits of those who speak less, and by doing so, say so much more. 1. Inner strength. In the realm of communication, there exists a profound, often overlooked power: the strength to remain silent. It's a choice, a deliberate decision made by those who wield control over their words with the precision of a master archer. This choice stems from an incredible inner strength, a fortress of the mind that stands unyielded in the face of tempests of emotions and torrents of thoughts. To choose one's words carefully is to exercise a supreme command over one's inner world, ensuring that only those words which add value, which heal rather than hurt, which enlighten rather than obscure, are allowed to pass the gate of one's lips. This inner dominion is not innate. It is cultivated through the practice of Stoicism, a philosophy that does not shy away from the challenges of life, but meets them head-on with resilience and endurance. Stoics understand that true strength is not in the volume of our words, but in the silence that surrounds them. They teach us that enduring silence, especially in moments of high emotion or conflict, requires a fortitude that is nothing short of heroic. This endurance is a testament to one's resilience, a clear indicator of an individual's ability to navigate through life's storms with a calm and composed demeanor. The path of Stoicism illuminates the journey towards developing this inner strength, guiding us to understand that our reactions to the world around us are within our control. It teaches us that every moment of silence is an opportunity for reflection, for growth, and for strengthening the fortress within. By embracing the Stoic approach to life, we learn to face our challenges with grace, to stand firm in the face of adversity, and to wield the power of our silence with intention and wisdom. In doing so, we not only develop an unshakable inner strength, but also inspire those around us to explore the depth of their own silence, their own strength. 2. Profound listening. In the tapestry of human interaction, there's a thread that's often undervalued, yet it holds the power to transform relationships, heal divisions, and build bridges where walls once stood. This thread is profound listening, a skill that goes beyond mere silence, reaching into the depths of empathy and understanding. It's about truly hearing what others are saying, feeling their emotions, and seeing the world from their perspective, without the immediate urge to respond or judge. Consider the story of Zeno of Citium, the father of Stoicism, who famously emphasized the importance of listening over speaking. He remarked, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of profound listening. It's a reminder that in the act of truly listening, we open ourselves to learn more about the people and the world around us, fostering a deeper connection and understanding. Profound listening is akin to a form of meditation, where we quiet our internal chatter and allow ourselves to be fully present with another. It's in this space of deep listening that empathy flourishes. By showing a willingness to listen, we validate others' feelings and experiences, creating a safe space where genuine dialogue and healing can occur. The Stoics practice this form of listening as a way of learning from every person and every situation. They believed that wisdom could be found everywhere and in everyone, if only we took the time to listen. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations about the importance of listening to the essence of things, understanding that true wisdom comes from observing and absorbing the world around us without preconception or prejudice. Incorporating profound listening into our lives means embracing the Stoic practice of observation. It encourages us to look beyond the surface, to understand the unspoken words and the silent cries for help or understanding. This level of listening can change lives, heal wounds, and lead to unforeseen growth, both for the listener and the one being heard. As we navigate through our days, let us strive to be listeners of such caliber, transforming each interaction into an opportunity for empathy, understanding, and profound connection. 3. Wisdom in silence. In a world that often measures wisdom by the loudness of one's voice, there lies an underestimated strength in the choice of silence. Stoic philosophy, with its profound teachings on virtue and ethics, brings to light the unparalleled wisdom found in the act of remaining silent. This wisdom is not born out of passivity, but is a deliberate and powerful form of communication, a testament to the strength and depth of one's character. Consider the example of Cato the Younger, a figure renowned not just for his political acumen, but for his Stoic virtues. Cato's practice of restraint in speech was legendary. He believed that true wisdom was often best expressed through action rather than words. His silence was not a sign of ignorance or indifference, but a deliberate choice to embody the Stoic ideal of living one's principles. Through his example, we learn that silence can be a profound expression of wisdom, offering space for reflection, growth, and the cultivation of a deep inner understanding. Silence, as practiced by the Stoics, allows us to step back from the noise of the world, to observe, to listen, and to learn. It is in these quiet moments that we can truly connect with the essence of Stoicism, the pursuit of knowledge and the understanding that wisdom often comes not from speaking, but from listening and reflecting on the world around us. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "He who does not know how to be silent will not know how to speak." In this, he encapsulates the value of silence as a pathway to wisdom, highlighting how restraint in speech can lead to deeper insights and a more profound understanding of life's complexities. This wisdom in silence is not just about the absence of words, but about the presence of a mindful and deliberate engagement with the world. It teaches us that in silence, we can find the clarity and peace necessary to navigate life's challenges with grace and insight. By embracing silence, we open ourselves to a deeper level of understanding, not only of the world around us, but also of ourselves. Incorporating the practice of silence into our lives, as guided by Stoic philosophy, we discover that it is often in the quietest moments that the loudest truths are heard. Let us then seek the wisdom in silence, allowing it to guide us towards a deeper, more reflective understanding of our lives and the world we inhabit. 4. Emotional intelligence. In the intricate dance of human interactions, emotional intelligence emerges as a critical skill, one that allows us to navigate our relationships with grace, understanding, and depth. Interestingly, one of the paths to enhancing our emotional intelligence is through the practice of speaking less, a principle deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. This approach is not about suppressing our voices, but about cultivating a space within us for listening, understanding, and empathizing, thereby strengthening our connections with others and with ourselves. Stoicism teaches us the art of mastering our emotions, not through denial or suppression, but through acknowledging them, understanding their origins, and learning how to respond to them in a reasoned and calm manner. By practicing speaking less, we give ourselves the opportunity to observe our emotions without immediately reacting to them. This space between stimulus and response is where true emotional intelligence is cultivated. It allows us to understand our emotions, to see them as they are, and to choose how we want to act upon them, rather than being blindly led by them. Moreover, the Stoic practice of speaking less opens the door to deeper empathy. When we listen more attentively to others, we not only understand their words, but also the emotions behind them. We begin to see the world from their perspective, which is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, emphasized the importance of understanding others, writing about the significance of shared humanity and the empathy that arises from recognizing our common struggles and aspirations. The development of emotional intelligence through speaking less also leads to better self-understanding. By observing our own silence, we learn about the nature of our thoughts and feelings, about what triggers them, and how we can manage them in a way that is in harmony with our values. This self-awareness is fundamental to Stoicism, which encourages us to reflect on our inner lives with honesty and courage. As we embrace the Stoic principle of speaking less, we find that our emotional intelligence flourishes. We become better equipped to handle the complexities of our emotions and those of the people around us. Our relationships deepen, and our sense of peace and understanding grows. In this way, speaking less doesn't just change how we communicate. It transforms how we connect with the world and with ourselves, leading us towards a more empathetic, understanding, and emotionally intelligent way of living. 5. Authentic connections. In the vast expanse of human connection, where words often fly past us like leaves caught in a whirlwind, there lies a simple yet profound truth. Speaking less, but with intention, can be the key to unlocking deeper, more authentic connections. This principle, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, teaches us that the essence of meaningful interaction is not found in the quantity of our words, but in their quality and sincerity. The Stoics, with their keen insight into the human condition, understood that genuine connections are forged not through superficial chatter, but through intentional and thoughtful communication. They valued sincerity above all, believing that every word we speak should be infused with honesty and purpose. By adopting this approach, we encourage a level of openness and trust that forms the foundation of any authentic relationship. Speaking less but with intention means listening more, not just to the words being said, but to the emotions and intentions behind them. It's about being present in the conversation, fully engaged with the other person, showing them that they have our undivided attention and respect. This practice of mindful listening and speaking fosters an environment where authentic connections can thrive, where each individual feels seen, heard, and valued. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on genuine interaction invites us to reflect on our motivations for speaking. Are we contributing to the conversation in a meaningful way, or simply filling the air with noise? Are our words aimed at uplifting the other, or are they serving our own ego? By asking ourselves these questions, we align more closely with Stoic values, guiding our conversations towards greater sincerity and depth. In embracing the Stoic practice of speaking less, but with intention, we discover that the most profound connections are often formed in the spaces between our words. These are the moments when understanding deepens, when empathy flourishes, and when the bonds of trust are strengthened. As we navigate through our relationships, let us remember that it is not the multitude of our words that matter, but the truth and intention behind them. In doing so, we cultivate connections that are not only authentic, but also rich with meaning and significance. 6. Confidence. In a world where confidence is often misconstrued as the ability to dominate conversations and assert opinions, there lies a deeper, more enduring form of confidence. This confidence is not built on the quantity of words we speak, but rather on the quality and depth of our silence and observations. It is a confidence that stems from a profound understanding of oneself and the world around us, echoing the Stoic philosophy, which places a greater value on inner certainty than on seeking external approval. Stoicism, with its rich heritage of wisdom, teaches us that true confidence is rooted in the mastery of oneself, knowing when to speak and when to listen, understanding the power of our presence beyond our words. This philosophical approach encourages us to find confidence not in the validation from others, but in our own self-assuredness and the strength of our convictions. It's about being secure in who we are and in the contributions we make through our silence, as much as through our speech. The Stoics understood that the loudest person in the room is not necessarily the most confident. Instead, they revered the power of the observer, the individual who can sit in stillness, listen deeply, and absorb the essence of the moment without the need to fill every silence with words. This kind of confidence is magnetic. It draws people in and commands respect without a word being spoken. It's the confidence of knowing that our words have more impact when they are few but meaningful, chosen with care to reflect our true intentions and understanding. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us that confidence comes from an alignment between our external actions and our internal values. When we speak less but with greater purpose, we are demonstrating a confidence in our values, showing that we are not swayed by the changing tides of popular opinion, but are anchored in our own principles. This alignment fosters a sense of self-assurance that is palpable to those around us, inspiring confidence not just in ourselves, but in our relationships with others. By embracing the Stoic emphasis on inner certainty and the meaningful use of silence, we cultivate a confidence that is both unshakable and authentic. It is a confidence that does not need to shout to be heard, but resonates deeply in the quiet moments of understanding and connection. Let us then seek to build our confidence on the solid foundation of self-knowledge and Stoic principles, finding strength in our silence and wisdom in our words. 7. Patience. In the fast-paced rhythm of today's world, where instant reactions are often prized over thoughtful responses, the ancient virtue of patience stands as a beacon of wisdom. Patience, especially in the realm of communication, is about more than just waiting. It's about the discernment to know when the moment is right to speak, and the insight to choose the right words when that moment arrives. This nuanced understanding of patience is deeply embedded in Stoic philosophy, which views patience not just as a virtue, but as a pathway to wisdom. The Stoics, with their profound insights into human nature, recognize that true patience involves a harmonious balance between action and inaction, speech and silence. It is the ability to endure, to hold space for silence, and to listen intently that prepares us for the moment when our words can truly make a difference. By practicing patience, we learn to curb the impulse to speak impulsively, choosing instead to communicate with intention and purpose. This Stoic practice of patience is about cultivating a deep sense of timing and appropriateness, understanding that our most impactful words are those spoken at the right time and in the right way. It's a reminder that wisdom often comes from observing, waiting, and allowing the right words to emerge naturally. This approach not only enhances our own sense of peace and clarity, but also enriches our interactions with others, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. Furthermore, the Stoics saw patience as a way to cultivate resilience and endurance in the face of life's challenges. By embracing patience, we align ourselves with the natural flow of events, accepting that we cannot control everything, but can choose our responses. This acceptance is liberating, offering us the clarity to see the best path forward and the best words to use, even in the most trying circumstances. In practicing the Stoic virtue of patience, we discover a more measured, thoughtful way of engaging with the world. Patience becomes a crucible for refining our thoughts and words, ensuring that when we do choose to speak, our words carry the weight of considered wisdom. Let us then embrace patience, not just as a passive state of waiting, but as an active practice of discernment and wisdom, a testament to our commitment to living a life of depth and meaning. 8. Impactful words. In the realm of communication, there's a profound truth that echoes through time. Sometimes, the most impactful messages are conveyed not through a flood of words, but through a few, carefully chosen ones. This principle is vividly illustrated in the stories of historical figures and everyday heroes alike, whose succinct expressions have left indelible marks on the hearts and minds of their listeners. These narratives underscore the extraordinary power of speaking with purpose and clarity, a concept deeply ingrained in Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, with its emphasis on mindfulness and intentionality in every aspect of life, teaches us the intrinsic value of every word and action. The Stoics believed that words, like actions, should not be wasted or deployed carelessly. Instead, they should be used judiciously, with the full awareness of their impact. Consider the story of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who famously said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." With this simple yet profound statement, Epictetus encapsulated the essence of Stoic thought, emphasizing the power of living one's principles rather than merely discussing them. Another poignant example comes from the realm of modern leadership. Consider the famous speech by Martin Luther King Jr., "I have a dream." In just a few words, King was able to capture the hearts of millions, articulating a vision of equality and justice that continues to inspire generations. His words were few, but their impact was monumental, demonstrating the power of clarity and purpose in communication. These examples highlight a crucial lesson from Stoicism. The most powerful words are those spoken from a place of deep conviction and clear intention. They remind us that when we choose our words with care, they have the potential to resonate more deeply, to inspire change, and to stand the test of time. This principle encourages us to pause and reflect before we speak, to consider the weight of our words, and to speak only when we have something truly meaningful to say. By embracing the Stoic belief in the value of every word and action, we learn to communicate more effectively, making every word count. We discover that in the economy of speech, it is not the quantity of words that matters, but their quality and the intention behind them. Let us strive then to speak with purpose and clarity, following in the footsteps of those who have shown us the profound impact that a few well-chosen words can have. 9. Leadership. In the theater of leadership, where every gesture and word carries weight, there lies a paradox that has shaped the course of history. Leaders who speak less but listen more are often the ones who inspire the deepest respect and the most enduring loyalty. This leadership style, characterized by understanding and empathy rather than dominance and decree, aligns closely with the Stoic principles of wisdom and virtue. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control and respect for others, provides a blueprint for leadership that prioritizes the well-being of the collective over the ego of the individual. Consider the example of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, whose leadership was marked by his introspective approach and his commitment to serving the greater good. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, a series of personal writings, reveal a leader deeply committed to the principles of Stoic philosophy, including the importance of listening and learning from those around him. His reign is often cited as a pinnacle of Roman leadership, not because of his conquests or edicts, but because of his ability to lead with humility, wisdom, and compassion. Similarly, the leadership of Cato the Younger is remembered not only for his political acumen, but for his Stoic virtues. Cato's ability to listen, to deliberate carefully before acting, and to place the commonwealth above personal gain made him a respected figure among his contemporaries and a symbol of integrity for future generations. These Stoic leaders embody the principle that true leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room, but about being the most attentive listener. By prioritizing understanding and empathy, leaders can build a foundation of trust and loyalty that commands follow-through not out of fear or obligation, but out of genuine respect and admiration. Moreover, Stoicism teaches that leadership is not a position of power, but a practice of service. Leaders who embrace Stoic principles recognize that their highest duty is to the well-being of those they lead, guiding their actions with a sense of moral responsibility and a commitment to the common good. In our contemporary world, where leadership is too often associated with charisma and command, the Stoic model of leadership offers a compelling alternative. It suggests that the most effective leaders are those who speak less, listen more, and lead with a sense of purpose that transcends personal ambition. As we look to the leaders of the past and present who embody these virtues, we find a path forward that promises not only more effective leadership, but a more compassionate and wise approach to navigating the challenges of our world. 10. Living with intention. As we reach the culmination of our exploration into the transformative power of speaking less, we arrive at a fundamental principle that underpins not just our communication, but our very approach to life itself: living with intention. This principle, deeply embedded in Stoic philosophy, challenges us to focus on what truly matters, to distinguish between the essential and the superfluous, and to embrace a life marked by purpose and alignment with our true nature. Stoicism teaches us that to live with intention is to live in harmony with nature, both our own nature and the natural world around us. It's about understanding our place in the universe, recognizing our power to act with virtue, and making choices that reflect our deepest values and aspirations. By speaking less and listening more, we give ourselves the space to reflect on our intentions, to clarify our goals, and to align our actions with our principles. This practice of intentional silence becomes a powerful tool for self-examination, allowing us to shed the distractions and noise that often cloud our judgment and distract us from our path. Living with intention also means letting go of the things that do not serve us, the idle chatter, the needless worry, the relentless pursuit of external validation. Instead, we focus our energy on what enriches our lives and the lives of those around us, pursuing activities and relationships that bring genuine fulfillment and growth. The Stoic philosophers, from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca to Epictetus, emphasize the importance of focusing on our own actions and attitudes, encouraging us to cultivate inner peace and resilience in the face of life's inevitable challenges. This approach to life invites a profound sense of clarity and contentment. When we live with intention, every choice becomes more meaningful, every action more purposeful. We move through the world with a sense of direction and confidence, secure in the knowledge that we are living in accordance with our deepest truths. In closing, the broader impact of speaking less on living a life of intention is profound. It challenges us to slow down, to consider our words and actions carefully, and to choose a path marked by purpose and wisdom. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, offers a roadmap for this journey, guiding us toward a life that is not just lived, but truly embraced in all its complexity and beauty. Let us then embrace the silence, listen to the voice of our own nature, and step forward with intention, guided by the stars of Stoic philosophy. As we draw this journey to a close, we reflect on the profound and inspirational aspects of speaking less, a practice deeply rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy, with its emphasis on virtue, wisdom, and self-control, offers us a timeless guide to not just effective communication, but to a life filled with meaning and purpose. We've explored how the Stoic principles of inner strength, profound listening, wisdom in silence, emotional intelligence, authentic connections, confidence, impactful words, leadership, and living with intention can transform our interactions and our approach to the world around us. Stoicism teaches us that the power of our silence can be just as impactful, if not more so, than the volume of our words. It invites us to embrace the quiet, to listen deeply, and to speak only when our words can truly make a difference. This philosophy encourages us to consider the weight of our words, to reflect on our communication styles, and to recognize the moments when silence can speak volumes. As we move forward, let us carry with us the lessons learned from Stoicism. Let's challenge ourselves to reflect on our own communication habits, to find strength in our silence, and to seek out the deep, meaningful connections that arise from listening and understanding. Let us be inspired to live our lives with intention, guided by the Stoic principles that have stood the test of time. In a world that often seems filled with noise and distraction, the teachings of Stoicism shine like a beacon, guiding us towards a way of living that is authentic, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. So, I encourage you, the viewers, to take a moment after this video ends to consider the power of your own silence. Reflect on how you can apply these Stoic principles to your daily life, to enhance your communication, deepen your relationships, and live with true intention. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of Stoicism and the art of speaking less. May the silence you choose to keep be as illuminating and as profound as the words you choose to share.